Does the switch flip today with ISO 20022 20022? Everybody's believing that the switch was flipped, and we're going to break that down today. And I'm going to help you take a deep breath and understand how the game actually works. When you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. My name is Coach JV. What I work to do is make very complex macro and microeconomic strategies very simple so the normal everyday person can understand them, not understand them, and take advantage of the biggest transformation in wealth in history. I have two amazing resources for you guys. Number one is a 16-page guide on exactly how I got here, the exact blueprint, absolutely free, in the description of this video and in the link in my profile for social media. Number two is teaching you how to protect your wealth. We insure our wealth with tax code 7702. As everybody loses their principal, we insure, compound, and grow our wealth. I'm a licensed insurance agent. I have licensed insurance agents in all 50 states, and it's absolutely free. Absolutely free. You said nothing to us, so be careful of scammers out there. It's a free consultation to share with you. Tax code 7702. Description of the video or social media platform. So let's dive into this. So ISO 20022. I don't know how people position that or how they say it, but remember this chart here. Remember this. Would this be a chart or diagram, right? So as we all got into this back in 2020, some of you many earlier than that, well, I was introduced to XRP transitioning from 2019 to 2020. We all understood at a very deep level. Now, remember, let me pause for a moment. I came from the banking system. Okay. I came from the banking system, so I understand banking at a very deep level. I went to CBA Executive Banking School. Banks have to switch. The system has to switch. Let me pause for a moment. Guys, today a flip wasn't switched or switch wasn't flipped today. The switch was flipped a long time ago, guys. They started transition in 2009, specifically 2012. A bunch of switches happened. The FOMC was created. Rosie Rios was told to reduce coin and cash usage. The bank bailing committee was created. Obama created the rescue plan that turned the printing machine on full blast. You need a shock to the system. So this is just a date yesterday, November 19, 2023, in a roadmap process of a switch to distributed ledger technology, on-demand liquidity, and on top of that, ISO 20022, which is a brand new messaging system, okay? Messaging has to be at the speed of light, just like the movement of money, and supply chain needs to be at the speed of light. So this diagram was put out, and you see all these interconnections between Ripple, R3, IBM, Stellar, which is XLM, Ripple being XRP, you have IOTA, you have all these things. You have JP Morgan in there, Circle, Algorand, Swift, then you have Corda with ISO 20022. Okay. So I want to share this with you guys that this is an infrastructure change for your financial system. We can't operate in the new old banking system, guys. Industrial era is done. The transition from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0 and industrial to technical takes changes in all technology. So what is happening yesterday, or the switch that happened, there's many banks that are not on board, but I'll kind of take you through this for just a moment. I don't want you to get caught up, and I need people. I don't need anybody to do anything. What I'm doing is I teach my friends and family and my warriors around me. We have a long-term perspective, guys. Crypto isn't our only investment. We're diversified across multiple platforms. This is a long-term game. We're focused on 2025 and a long-term horizon, guys. We don't focus on small little price action. We have an exit plan as it goes parabolic, and we use things like insurance, businesses, precious metals, and we continue to diversify into things like real estate so that we can transform our family's timeline. Crypto is a very speculative asset that is going to have regulation from 2025 going on and beyond, and you're going to start to see massive institutional adoption, but you have to have an exit plan. So this is what's happening within the ecosystem. ISO 20002 is bytes for payments, a look ahead at 2023's important milestones. So you can go yourself on the Swift website and you can go through all the milestones, okay? That marks the start of a coexistent and new possibility. This marks a significant milestone for payments industry and the start of a coexistent period, which runs until November 2025. During this period, both MT and ISO 20002 messaging will be supported and enabled in financial institutions to migrate the new standard at their own pace. There is so many banks that are not on board, guys. There's so many banks, but all banks have to get on board at some point. That's where all this innovative technology comes in. You have companies like Ripple that can bring the cloud technology for distributed ledger technology and have payment systems like XRP. All of them are going to be switching to the ISO 20002 messaging system. But yesterday was a switch where a lot of banks were coming up online. You got Barclays, they have it on their website, introducing ISO 20002, sometimes referring to MX by Swift, as a standard that allows for richer, more structured data content than the current legacy messaging standards, guide. It's all about just a switch in a system. It's nothing to freak out about. There's not going to be massive price appreciation. If there is, it's just based on emotion, guys. There's not enough institutional adoption. There's not enough volume. You're going to see it after the Bitcoin halving. You're going to see it when the EFTs or Bitcoin ETFs, my dyslexia, Bitcoin ETFs get approved. My apologies if I mix up words and acronyms. I have massive dyslexia. So Bitcoin ETFs get approved. You're going to see massive institutional adoption, but we're all going to be pulling profits as people are coming in. Okay. So this is JP Morgan. They have it on their site, ISO 20002 migration. Okay. Then we jump over here. This is about Wells Fargo. 2023 looms as big year for ISO 20022, according to Wells Fargo. I just want to show you all these banks. This has been going on for a very long time now. This is HSBC, ISO 20002, the new language of payments. And if you want to go a little bit deeper here, this is right here. You can see this DTCC, the Depository Trust Company, on November 19th. They were implementing and moving over to the system of ISO 20002. Okay. So I just want to take everybody take a deep breath and understand the switch was hit a long time ago, guys. Everything you're seeing is just a next step in the process. Problem, reaction, solution. First, they resist it. Then they sue it. Okay. Then they regulate it. Then they join it. We're now in regulation and joining phase. The Ripple case was a big catalyst. Okay. Now that's going to settle. You're going to have regulatory clarity. Now they're going to bring in regulatory clarity on the back end of 2023 going to 2024. They're going to wipe out a ton of cryptocurrencies. So make sure you stay focused on fundamental, real world solved cryptos and have an exit plan from 2024 to 2025. Secure in things that are going to help you compound, grow, and protect your wealth. And then you can repeat the cycle because we're going to have a lot of boom and bust cycles. We're going to have AI cycles coming in. We're going to have all these new innovative technologies, guys. This is just the start of a massive transition. Now, the good news about this is we're supposed to expand consciousness. Okay. History repeats itself because humans are cyclic. We're not supposed to continue to repeat this consciousness that's happening right now. People are trying to fulfill biblical prophecies. Jesus said, it's already finished. It's already done. It's history. It's time to believe in yourself and expand consciousness, guys. So again, I share with you guys what I'm doing. Then I'm going to share with you at the end of the 5 things that I talk about. I'm going to share with you a special thing that I have for you guys. A lot of people keep asking me about my spiritual ascension, things like that. But first, I have cryptocurrency, guys. So I have an exit plan set up in crypto. So as everybody's coming in, I'll be exiting 50% of my portfolio on the way up. I'll be securing in number 2, Index Universal Life, which is tax code 7702. We're already set up. We continue to set up new policies. Very important, though. Very important that your agent is not trying to maximize their commission. They're maximizing your living benefits. It's extremely important how your agent sets it up. Number 3, we're diversified in business, information technology and attention, precious metals, and most of all, self-development. So my relationship with my higher power and my ascension process is so extremely important to me. But I wanted to share with you guys, a lot of people will get tons of messages every single week about my relationship with my higher power, things like that. I believe in God and I follow the life of Jesus. Well, I work with what I call him the ascension coach. He just calls himself a person existing within my life, well, like all great leaders do. But I want to share something with you guys that's going to be down below here. So we did a boot camp because I work with a coach, an author of a book, and I'm being kind of secret about it. And you'll see the video with it because this information can't be truly out to the public, guys. This type of stuff is all the stuff that's hidden in plain sight. This is the reason why I'm so calm. I spend 8 to 9 hours a day researching at a very, very deep level. Make the path to the light difficult so the weak and weary will not follow. So what I decided to do is bring my ascension coach, and I made it very affordable in a boot camp so people can go through phase 1 boot camp to see how the interconnectedness of all of this works. Now, this is not for the people who are not ready for a mind-blowing discovery to understand how the quantum field works, how it's all interconnected. and how connected everything is. This is how we've been able to free ourselves over the past, gosh, since 2020, specifically this last year, and understand what true wealth is, which is magnetism, what may be the richest man in the world. And it's not money. It's not physical. It's understanding how this works and to expand consciousness. So this is a special boot camp. There's phase 1 and phase 2. So this is phase 1 of the boot camp. We launched it to our private community. I'm not putting this in ads. I'm not putting it out to the full public. I'm just doing it here on my social to my friends. And if you want to jump into the boot camp, you will see exactly why I stay so calm, exactly why I don't fight an invisible enemy, and why I understand in the beginning is the end, and how to be able to completely transform my life, my family's life, and generations to come. So if you'd like to dive into that boot camp, that is down below. You'll see it right on the top of the description of this video or in my social media platforms. So I appreciate you guys. I love you. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. See you on the inside.